Hi, in this video, I'm gonna be talking about something which I think is very important but very less talked about, and there's gonna be a lot of people who are not going to agree with me, and there's gonna be a very few people who might, and some people might even think that okay, it's a new and a sort of fair point if you think about it. But anyways, you're very welcome to share your opinions with me in the comments. And the thing that I wanted to talk about today is about Indian men and being a gentleman. So if we take the public as a whole and the culture as a whole, which where we'll largely talk about Indian men, just Indian men, right? People who are originally from India. They're not foreigners or Anglo Indians or anybody like that. So Indian man and being a gentleman. So, what categorizes as a gentleman is, on a very basic level, it is somebody who would pull out a chair for you when you want to sit, who stands up when he sees you come in. Basically, if you've seen Mr. Darcy from Pride and Prejudice, you get the idea. Someone who opens the door for you, who listens to you, and who is very calm and composed, and someone who's intelligent. Okay, so if I ask you a question that is this gentleman behavior common among Indian men, the answer would be no. I don't think there's a lot of people who even know about this concept of gentleman. I think if there's anybody who knows about it, it is people who've come across the internet from very early on, like Gen Z and millennials, and if there's people from 30s and 40s and not 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s who know about this concept. They're probably people uh, who who come from a very elite and privileged environment, and they know about this concept. So if a normal guy from a normal family is pulling out a chair for you, opening the door for you, I would not consider that as bare minimum. The guy is going out of his way to do that. He's never seen his dad do it for his mom, never saw his uncles do it for their ladies, and he's going out of his way. He was never taught about this in school. He was never taught about this by his parents. He perhaps got this idea from a Hollywood movie or a video on social media, and he got it, and he thought that this is good, and he brought that idea into practice. So this is not bare minimum, I'd say, because he's not culturally inclined to do all of those things. White men, on the other hand, have the obligation to do it because everybody there knows it. They know about it, and they all know how to be a gentleman. Everybody, the parents, the grandparents, and even the great grandparents know about this concept from their movies, from their shows, songs. It's everywhere. So the concept of gentleman is not foreign to them. It is something which they're culturally inclined to do. So if they do it, that is bare minimum. That is bare minimum for sure. But if an Indian guy is doing it, is from a normal family, has never experienced this, has never been born and brought up in this kind of environment, he's doing it, he's doing all of those things for you, I'd say that is not bare minimum. That is something that is not the greatest of the things he could do, but that is something, and I think that is something he should be getting credit for. So yeah, that is what I wanted to say, and I think I don't hear a lot of people talking about this, and wanted to share it. So if you think it is flawed, if you have another perspective, and if you think that this is a good perspective, let me know. Thank you. Bye bye.